Hello, hi everyone. My name's Devin Kanaz. I'm the publisher of Travel Week. And here at Travel Week, we love to give you information you need to sell amazing holidays to your clients. Today we have a very special presentation from Globus. But before I hand it over, I just want to let you know that first of all, there's a $100 gift card for one lucky winner. So make sure you stay until the end. And also we're going to get to questions at the end. So if you put them in the Q&A box, we will get to them. And we are off. I'm going to introduce Tamara Olton. She is the partner training specialist at Globus, and she is joining us today. Hello, Tamara.
Hello, Devin. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction, and hello to everyone at home listening in today. I so appreciate you taking some time to learn a little bit more about Globus Independent. So, as we mentioned today, we will be talking about selling the freedom of independent travel with Globus. So, why this specific topic? As I'm sure you're seeing in your own agencies, many travelers want to go abroad and have all their logistics sorted, but simply don't want to join a group. And that's okay. Independent travel as a whole is on the rise. More and more travelers today want flexibility and free time, but also prefer a bit of structure on their vacation and to not worry about the logistics of their trip. As an advisor, you have the choice of putting together a complicated, time consuming FIT, or you can instead recommend an easy, pre arranged Globus Independent itinerary. Today, we'll explore how Globus Independent trips offer the best of both independence and support without the group, and how you can best position and sell these great tours. We have several objectives for today's presentation, including defining Globus Independent tours and independent city stays and explaining how they work. We will look into the global destinations these trips are offered and take a look at some of our most popular itineraries. We'll take some time to compare this trip style with fully independent tours, or FIT as they're sometimes called for short. And at the end, we will share actionable tips for positioning and selling so you can confidently recommend this trip style to your clientele. Let's get started. So, what exactly is Globus Independent? The Globus Independent style offers the perfect balance between the freedom your clients want and the support they need. These flexible itineraries are ideal for travelers who love exploring on their own but appreciate the convenience of prearranged elements, things like hand-picked hotels, daily breakfasts, transportation between cities, and even select sightseeing. There's no group and no fixed schedule, just the right amount of structure to make the trip easy and enjoyable. Plus, with helpful extras like the Globus Go app and access to local hosts and many destinations, your clients will have expert guidance at their fingertips whenever they want it. Backed by nearly 100 years of global touring experience, this is independent travel made simple and a great option for advisors looking to offer something that combines freedom and reliability. Let's take a look at how the Globus Independent style works. Each itinerary is thoughtfully pre-planned, but with plenty of built-in free time, so clients can explore on their own without feeling overscheduled. Accommodations are hand-selected hotels in prime, convenient locations. No guesswork needed. Daily breakfasts are included, giving your clients an easy, consistent way to start each day. They'll enjoy select guided sightseeing that covers the highlights, while still enjoying ample free time to discover what interests them most. And when it comes from getting from city to city, transportation is seamlessly arranged. No juggling train or bus schedules. Plus, they're never on their own. Let's look at exactly how your clients are supported during their independent trip with Globus. We really do like to emphasize the support your clients have while traveling with Globus Independent. With Globus Independent, your clients may be traveling on their own, but they're never alone. Every itinerary is backed by the strength of the Globus family of brands and supported by a global network that's been trusted for nearly a century. In each city, local hosts are available to greet travelers, answer questions, and offer insider tips so they can experience more with less stress. The Globus Go app acts as a digital travel companion, providing maps, recommendations, and real-time updates right at their fingertips. And for added peace of mind, 24/7 emergency support is always just a call away. It's the perfect balance of freedom and security. There are two types of Globus Independent options: Globus Independent City Stays and Globus Independent Tours. They're very similar, but with a few distinctions. Both include centrally located hotels, daily breakfast, and the support of a local host to help with tips, directions, and personalized suggestions. Independent city stays are ideal for travelers who want to settle into one, two, or maybe three iconic destinations. Think destinations like Rome, Paris, or London for a few days. Beyond the noted inclusions, typically a sightseeing or orientation tour is also included, along with lots of purposeful free time. It's a great option for a quick getaway, a revisit to a city to see it more thoroughly, or even for a pre or post stay before or after another amazing Globus, Cosmos, or Avalon Waterways adventure. Independent tours, on the other hand, are perfect for those who want to explore single or multiple destinations, but a bit more in depth. Again, however, without being part of a group. Independent tours still include prearranged hotels, daily breakfasts, transportation between cities, but tend to cover more ground and also include additional select sightseeing, providing just the right amount of structure without locking travelers into a group schedule. Let's compare these two using some itinerary favorites as an example. Remember, our independent city stays are designed for travelers who want to fully experience a specific destination, rather than touring through a larger geographical area. So, an independent city stay can be something as simple as a quick stop in a favorite location, such as here in London. Our London Independent City Stay is a 4-day itinerary that includes accommodations in a centrally located hotel with daily breakfast included, select guided sightseeing. For example, it's typically a classic London panoramic city tour. Then, plenty of free time is included to explore the markets, museums, historical sites, and more that make London the amazing city that it is. Whatever your clients are wanting to experience, they'll have the time and support to do so. Remember, too, that your clients will have support from a local host available for recommendations and assistance. This type of itinerary is ideal for first-time London visitors, returning visitors who want a more in-depth city experience, or perhaps those travelers wanting some independent time after finishing another amazing Globus, Cosmos, or Avalon Waterways adventure. City stays can also be multi-city. For example, this option combining London and Edinburgh. This 7-day itinerary includes the same London highlights that we just looked at, but starts the trip in the gorgeous city of Edinburgh first. Your clients will spend 3 nights in the Scottish capital, enjoying the history, sights, and sounds, before heading into England to experience 3 nights in London. This itinerary is perfect for travelers who wish to experience a bit of Scotland and England. This trip also has logistics taken care of, such as the accommodations, daily breakfasts, guided sightseeing tours in both locations, and an included train between the two destinations, which is a great way for your clients to admire the English countryside as they travel. And remember, there is also a local host to make sure your clients have everything they need. Perhaps you have travelers who want just a little more on their vacation. For those clients, we also offer independent tours, trips that still offer freedom, flexibility, and structure, but with some extra included highlights. Take this example in popular Southeast Asia. This 13-day itinerary combines beautiful Angkor Wat and Siem Reap, Cambodia, with some of Thailand's most iconic destinations, including Bangkok, Chiang Rai, and Chiang Mai. Your clients will have guided sightseeing in all 4 main locations, as well as inclusions and very special extras. For example, a visit is included to the world-renowned Elephant Nature Park in northern Thailand. This tour allows your clients to see some of the best of Southeast Asia, with logistics handled, but without the set schedule of a tour group. One of the other wonderful things about our independent tours is the possibility of adding prearranged extensions, allowing your travelers to find an itinerary that covers everywhere they'd want to be. This specific example is one such case. The original itinerary, Independent Highlights of Thailand, can be done as a standalone itinerary for those who want to focus solely on northern Thailand. This trip offers extensions into Siem Reap, as we see here, but your clients would also have the option to add the beaches of Phuket if they preferred further extension, or for those who are intrepid enough to want, there's the option of adding both. So, where in the world do we offer our independent itineraries? The answer is all over the world. We currently offer almost 100 itineraries with and without extensions across 5 continents. Let's take a look at what your clients can experience with this great trip style. First, of course, is Europe. It's no surprise that our most popular continent for group tours is also one of our most popular destinations for independent tours. We operate in Great Britain, specifically England and Scotland for this trip style, France, Italy, the Netherlands, and Spain. Let's take a peek at one of our European bestsellers. This is a 9-day independent city stay that combines 3 of Europe's most iconic destinations: London, Paris, and Amsterdam. This trip includes central accommodations in all 3 cities, as well as breakfast each day. An included activity in each location, for example, a guided sightseeing tour in London, a Seine River cruise in Paris, and a canal cruise in Amsterdam. And it also includes a trip on the iconic Channel to get from London to Paris, as well as high-speed rail between Paris and Amsterdam, and includes a full free day in each location, so your clients have the time to explore each city the way that they see fit. Next, we have Central and South America. Here, we offer independent trips in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, including Easter Island, Costa Rica, Ecuador, including the Galapagos, Panama, and Peru, including Machu Picchu. Don't those sound like some amazing destinations? Perhaps you've had clients interested in visiting Machu Picchu, but didn't want to do it with a big group. This itinerary is a perfect combination of support and structure, allowing your clients to experience the highlights without the group. This particular itinerary is a bit more jam-packed than the previous ones. By design, we want your clients to experience the best of what Peru has to offer. This tour includes guided sightseeing in all major locations, more included meals, breakfast every morning, of course, but also with 2 included lunches and 1 included dinner, as well as transportation, including internal flights round trip from Lima to Cusco. Your clients will have the chance to experience a full day in the Sacred Valley, starting first with the history of the area by visiting the ruins of Sacsayhuaman and the amphitheater of Kenko. They'll also visit the towns of Pisac and Ollantaytambo, the starting place for the traditional hike on the Inca Trail, with stops and interesting information and history given along the way. The main highlight on this itinerary? Not 1, but 2 included entrances into Machu Picchu. The first on an afternoon guided tour, and the second with an independent entrance where your clients can choose to watch the sunrise over the spectacular ruins. I do also love to mention that this tour can be extended to include the Amazon, where your clients will spend 3 nights in Puerto Maldonado, where they'll enjoy included nature hikes, canoe rides, motorboat safaris, an included canopy walkway, and a special experience of fishing for piranhas. Remember, this comes without the group. In Africa, we have amazing independent itineraries in Kenya and Tanzania in Eastern Africa, and Botswana, Southern Africa, and Zimbabwe, specifically Victoria Falls in Southern Africa. This is one itinerary I just love to mention. This tour combines some of the most iconic national parks in Kenya, while adding in the oft-overlooked but absolutely spectacular conservancy of Old Pajita. This trip starts in a big way in Nairobi, where your clients will visit the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, an incredible sanctuary with a beautiful mission, saving orphaned baby elephants, literally hand-raising them, and eventually releasing them into the surrounding parks. Your clients will have time to observe the baby elephants, as well as learn more about their care and the mission of the trust. Then, they'll have the opportunity to visit the Karen Blixen Museum, named after the Out of Africa author, and end their day at the Giraffe Center, where they'll have the opportunity to feed giraffes. Then, they're off to Old Pajita, the largest black rhino sanctuary in East Africa. Here, your clients will have 4 safari drives where they'll look for the Big Five, and will also stop at Sweetwater's Chimp Sanctuary to learn more about these incredible primates. Other highlights include 2 game drives in Lake Nakuru National Park, and perhaps the overall crowd favorite, 3 nights in Masai Mara National Reserve, where your clients will enjoy game drives each morning and afternoon. Beyond the fantastic itinerary, I want to note that this trip includes all the meals, but not just this. Your clients will get a private vehicle limited to their personal group on this trip. No sharing. Moving on, we have quite the collection in Asia and the Middle East, including tours to Indonesia, Cambodia, India, Japan, Nepal, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and the UAE. Our independent Dubai city stay is one of our most popular short itineraries. Your clients spend 4 days experiencing this desert destination, enjoying the highlights while still being able to explore on their own with plenty of free time. This itinerary includes a private guided sightseeing tour, including stops at historical districts and at the Golden Spice Markets. A traditional lunch is included at the Sheikh Mohammed Center for Cultural Understanding, where a local host answers questions about local life while your guests enjoy sampling traditional Emirati cuisine. And lastly, and perhaps most exciting or terrifying, depending on how your clients view this, they'll have the opportunity to visit the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, where they'll have options to ascend to the at the top observation deck, as it's called, which is located on the 124th floor. They'll have spectacular views and a presentation on Dubai's history. And lastly, in the South Pacific, your clients have the option to travel on a Globus Independent itinerary and discover Australia, Fiji, and New Zealand. This spectacular itinerary is just one of the many that we offer in the South Pacific. This popular option combines 3 of Australia's most coveted locations, spending time in Cairns, the Red Centre, officially in the Uluru Kata Tjuta area, and ending in Sydney. There are amazing inclusions at each destination, including a visit to the World Heritage Great Barrier Reef while in Cairns, hiking, and sunrise and sunset viewings of the stunning Uluru, and learning more about the Aboriginal life at the Uluru Kata Tjuta Cultural Centre, and in Sydney, a guided city tour and visit to the iconic Bondi Beach is included. This 9-day itinerary includes flights between destinations, breakfast each day, and free time in Cairns and Sydney, so that your clients have the freedom to roam as they please. Now that we've learned a bit more about the independent style and have seen a sampling of some of our amazing itineraries, let's look into why you, the travel advisor, benefit from booking this style over creating an FIT experience from scratch. When your clients want the freedom of independent travel without the stress of local logistics, Globus Independent is a smarter, more efficient solution than building a traditional FIT from the ground up. It delivers that perfect blend of structure and flexibility, letting travelers explore on their own terms while giving you, the advisor, a product that's easy to book, manage, and sell. Let's talk about one of the biggest advantages for you, the time you save. Creating a custom FIT itinerary can take hours, comparing hotel options, vetting vendors, securing transfers, coordinating city-to-city transportation, finding local guides. Then there's managing all of those individual bookings, the changes, the payments, and communication tying it all together. With Globus Independent, all of this is already taken care of. One booking covers it all: hotels, meals, seamless transportation between city, and even select excursions. You're getting a complete, trusted package with just one point of contact and one commission check. It's not just a convenience, it's a game changer, especially if you're managing multiple clients or running your business solo. Instead of chasing down details or troubleshooting logistics, you can spend that time doing what actually grows your business, connecting with clients, marketing, and closing new sales. And let's be clear, time saved doesn't mean quality sacrificed. With nearly 100 years of experience, Globus delivers trusted, award-winning products that are thoroughly vetted and carefully curated. Your clients get the independent experience they're looking for, and you get to save time while recommending these trips with confidence. It's freedom for your clients and freedom for you. No more reinventing the wheel for every itinerary. Globus Independent gives you a fast, reliable way to offer elevated independent travel without the heavy lift. It's a smart way to serve more clients, increase your efficiency, and deliver experiences that are as easy to book as they are unforgettable. While a Globus Independent tour can be a great fit for a wide range of travelers, there are a few client profiles that tend to be especially well suited for this style of travel. So, as you're thinking about your client base, here are a few key demographics to keep in mind when identifying who might be the right fit. These tours are ideal for both first time international travelers who want extra support, as well as seasoned explorers who are simply looking for a bit more freedom to experience a destination the exact way they want. They're perfect for active, curious travelers, people who want autonomy and choice, who love the idea of discovering a destination on their own, but still want the comfort of knowing the logistics are handled. These are also a fantastic option for busy professionals, clients that don't have the time or energy to decide on where to go and what to see, but still want the flexibility to explore on their own terms. Think of those travelers who say, I don't want to be on a group tour, but also don't want to spend hours wandering their destinations, trying to decide what to see and do. Couples and solo travels love the balance of freedom and support. No rigid group itineraries, but still the confidence of having the accommodations, transportation, and a local host ready to help. And for repeat travelers, those who have already done traditional guided tours, this is a great next step. It gives them the freedom they're ready for with just enough structure to keep it stress free. Finally, younger baby boomers and Generation Xers often gravitate towards this style of travel. They appreciate convenience and quality, but are not looking to be tied to a schedule. They want flexibility, freedom, and confidence, and Globus Independent delivers exactly that. When positioning Globus Independent to your clients, think of it as the sweet spot between guided travel and yourself. It saves your clients time and money by bundling prearranged logistics, so they skip the stress and can enjoy their vacation. Your clients will enjoy the freedom of free time built right into the itinerary, giving them space to explore on their own terms. And with local hosts in every city and the Globus Go app in their pocket, they're backed by expert support and local insight every step of the way. It's independent travel with a safety net. Let's go over a few common objections and how to respond in a way that highlights the value of Globus Independent. If your clients were to say, I want to help plan my own trip, you might respond, that's exactly what this style of travel allows. You'll have plenty of free time to plan your own experiences while we take care of the logistics like hotels, transfers, and key sightseeing. Why it works. This response shows the client they're not giving up control. They're gaining expert support for the parts they don't want to have to worry about. If your client says, I don't want a rigid set itinerary, you can try saying, these tours are structured where it matters, but flexible where it counts. You'll get all the essentials covered and still have time to explore on your own. Why this style works. This positions the itinerary as a foundation, not a restriction, so the client feels both supported and free. And if your client asks, isn't it more expensive? You can say, it can actually be more cost effective than planning everything separately. When you add up the quality hotels, daily breakfasts, transportation, and support, it really is a great value. And why it works? It reframes the conversation around overall value, not just price, and highlights the benefit of time saved and stress avoided. To recap one last time before our webinar today comes to a close, why book Globus Independent Tours? It's all about freedom with structure. Your clients get the independence they want, paired with just the right amount of support, from pre-booked hotels and transfers to local hosts. It takes the guesswork out of the logistics while leaving room for meaningful, personal exploration. Planning is truly hassle-free. With one simple booking, you're saving time and reducing stress, not just for your clients, but for you, too. That means fewer moving parts, fewer vendor calls, and one easy commission check. There's also plenty of flexibility. With a wide range of optional excursions and extensions available, you can tailor the trip to match your client's interests, pace, and travel goals. And above all, you can recommend Globus Independence with confidence. Every itinerary is backed by nearly a century of expertise from one of the most trusted names in travel, so your clients are in good hands every step of the way. And lastly, we can't finish our webinar without a reminder how at the Globus family of brands, you, the travel advisor, are at the heart of everything we do. We're your partner in success, empowering you with the tools, resources, and support to thrive. That's why we're your partner for profit. So, what are some of the ways we're supporting our advisor community? First is via commissions. With GFOB, you enjoy high commissions paid early, within 14 days of final payment. And say goodbye to non commissionable fees because we pay our travel advisor partners on the entire vacation value. As your partner, we're dedicated to making sure you're paid, profitable, and inspired. Next, we've got the tools to make your job easier and your business more successful. From our new travel advisor portal and streamlined digital asset management system, The Source, to quick bookings and under a minute hold time support, we're here to save you time and drive leads your way. We have a dedicated team of BDMs, inside sales managers, and group specialists ready to help and inspire you to meet your goals with GFOB. Our vast portfolio of award winning products spans over 70 countries and 6 continents. We were able to see just a handful of these amazing journeys today, but please rest assured there are many more to be found on our website with our travel advisor portal and by speaking with your dedicated business development manager. And lastly, we are reliable and award winning. Our products have been recognized by industry advocates and respected members such as Travel Weekly, ASTA, USA Today, and the Wave Awards, where we recently won Best Escorted Tour Operator in Europe and, perhaps most relevant for today, Best Escorted Tour Operator providing travel advisor support. Our reputation within the industry precedes us and allows you to partner with us, confident that your vacations for your clients will be taken care of. Globus Family of Brands isn't just a travel partner, we're your partner for profit, committed to your growth, your inspiration, and your success. And thank you so much for attending our webinar regarding Globus Independent Travel today. We so appreciate your time and attention while learning about this great trip style. Thank you so much. And Devin, back to you for questions.
Hello, thank you, Tamara. That was great, a very interesting presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, first question, is there a maximum group size?
So that's a very interesting question. Yes and no. Once you get to be a certain size, we highly recommend that you do a private group. This way you get some special extras. Once you start getting to have your numbers high enough, you're able to actually customize your itinerary a bit more. And we can always break up larger groups into subgroups to keep the culture of the itinerary going so you don't feel like you have just too many people there. What I like to recommend is if you have a client in mind who has a group, please reach out to your business development manager. Canada has some fantastic ones that are there to help you and get your questions answered. Let them know what you're thinking about, what the client group is like, and they can help you craft together some suggestions for the perfect itinerary for those clients.
Okay, great. We have a question from Linda. She would like to know, can you do these itineraries in Santiago, Chile?
We unfortunately, as far as I understand, don't have one in Santiago right now. We do have them all over, though. We do have some in South America. As we mentioned, we had Machu Picchu, for example, for Peru. We are always expanding our products, though. And if this is a destination that you're seeing a lot of interest in, drop your BDM a note, let them know. This is something that we can absolutely pass along to our product team and see if there's something that we can add in the future.
Okay, so stay tuned for that one.
Mhm.
We have a question here. When you say 4 days, you mean 4 days and 3 nights, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, excellent. I know you mentioned commission. Is there a commission rate?
It all kind of depends on the contract that you have with us. Again, this is a perfect question for your business development manager to connect with you and help you understand better.
Okay, and the itineraries, can you do them in reverse? Like start in one destination and go the opposite route?
That is an interesting question. I like that. Unfortunately, while these itineraries have a lot of freedom and flexibility, they are still set itineraries. So probably what you'd be looking for is a private itinerary where you're customizing it, which you can do once you get to a certain size. If you have to go that particular way, again, I always recommend, I'm going to say this a lot, But reaching out to your BDM, this is exactly what they're here for. We have so much product, everyone. We have over 700 itineraries, not just including the independent, but with all of our land-based itineraries. So there's a great chance that if you're not seeing exactly what you're looking for, there might be an alternative that your BDM knows of that we can recommend.
Okay, that is excellent. We have a question from Cynthia. She's seeing a lot of interest for Portugal.
Yes, Portugal is incredibly popular lately.
Are they on your independent itineraries?
I unfortunately don't know if this will be on the radar coming up. I know, like I say, we are always looking to expand. We have a ton of alternative types of travel within Portugal. Our small group discoveries, for example, we just added some, which we'll be talking about next week, actually, for our webinar program. And we have some other styles that go through Portugal as well, lots and lots of choices. So even if we don't have it with this particular style, we absolutely have Portugal product available for you.
Okay, excellent. What about any age restrictions? There might be some on your guided tours. Are there age restrictions on your independent tours?
Yes, there are still age restrictions. Again, this is something I would reach out to the BDM or to our call center about. There's not that we have different age limitations. It's more of just that different destinations are better for different age groups. I also like to point out that while we do allow children and obviously families, we absolutely love when families travel with us. We just like to remind everyone we do not have a dedicated children's program. So we don't have anything specific set aside for kids. So if that is going to be something important, you might want to reach out again. Sometimes doing a private group for a family is a lot easier than you might anticipate. We can start with 8 people only, which can be, a multi-generation or even just a large family. So even if you do have younger children, depending on where in the world you go, we might be able to put together something that customizes what your kids enjoy doing to make sure that it is age appropriate to everyone within your party.
Hmm. Yeah, they're going to want to go to all the theme parks.
Exactly.
Okay, what if the itinerary says 3 nights in Paris? Could you extend it to 5 nights in Paris?
You can potentially do pre and post nights depending on what is happening, but we can't really, if it were in the middle, for example. So when we looked at our
Mhm.
London, Paris, Amsterdam trip, we wouldn't be able to then extend Paris in the middle. But often we can do a pre or a post night if people are interested.
Okay, that makes sense. And you said you have hosts. Are they local to each city, or would it be the same
Mhm.
host for the whole entire tour?
That will be dependent where in the world we are and what kind of itinerary it is. So, for example, you're going to have local guides, no matter what the tour is, who will be different, especially for our independent tours. So, when we looked at Thailand, for example, and Peru, we're going to have local guides having your clients explore some of these great destinations. The local host sometimes will be the same one, depending on the geographical area, and sometimes might be different, just again, depending where in the world we are and where your clients are traveling. This information should be available before the trip starts in the trip notes and is also something that you can discuss with your BDM or with our reservations team to get more specific details depending on your itinerary.
Okay, that's very clear. Thank you. So we have a question from Joanne. Y- You might not be able to answer this. It might have to
Mhm.
go to her BDM, but she wants an itinerary that is suitable for someone in a wheelchair that can't really walk at all.
This is a great question. I always love when we have people with all types of abilities trying to come on our trips and see the world because absolutely they should. It does depend completely on the destination. A lot of places in Europe, for example, can be trickier than others. Same thing with other parts of the world. This is, again, something like you mentioned, I would very much encourage you speak with your BDM or with our reservations team because everyone is different. Even if someone is in a wheelchair, they might have different requests, needs, comfort levels than someone else. So being able to discuss the individual and what their preferences are and what to them would help make their trip spectacular is something we'd like to do on an individual level rather than a generalization. So I highly recommend, no matter what the questions are, it can be about wheelchairs, it can be about food, it can be about anything where your clients are just a little bit concerned about their comfort or about their ability to participate in all of the activities. Please reach out to us with those individual questions and we will absolutely customize the answer and again give you alternatives if we think there's another tour or itinerary or destination that might be more well suited. We're there to help you best understand and to best recommend our products to your clients.
Thank you, Tamara. That was very informative. I think the agents learned a lot today. Agents, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do the prize draw offline and let the lucky winner know as soon as possible. Tamara, do you want to send us off with some parting words on this exciting new product?
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, again, so much for paying attention to our webinar today. We are very excited to talk about our independent product. Talking about independent, Globus Independent, and FIT is something that we feel very strongly about here. So if anyone has questions about how this product might be a great alternative and would like to learn more, please reach out to your BDM. You can reach out to me. We're happy to talk to you if you have any further questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Tamara. Thank you so much, agents, and we will see you again on another Travel Week webinar. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thanks, everyone.